33, plate A, take 2. A-mark.
This is based on a wonderful book by Mitch Cullen, Tideland.
It is based on my novel, but I think when people look back on it, it'll be a Terry Gilliam film when they think of Tideland.
When I read it, even the first time I read it, I just thought that this film was... It's so incredibly Terry Gilliam. You know, the subject matter.
Reading the book, I didn't know where it was going to go, and I felt this makes a good film. You have no idea how this story is going to play out. And those are the things I suppose that really attracted me to it. It's funny, it's touching, and it's disturbing.
The story's about a girl, a 9-year-old girl called Eliza Rose.
It's me, Eliza Rose. I'm just as excited as anything, because today we're all going on a great trip.
She's a little girl who looks after everyone. She looks after her mum.
Eliza Rose, you know I love you, don't you?
She looks after her father, who's a junkie.
Time for Daddy's vacation.
Not too long this time, Daddy.
Oh, no. Just a little vacation. Noah is a rock star, or maybe I should say he was a rock star. When we find him in the movies a little, past his heyday.
Her father takes her out to a remote farm that he bought years and years ago, which has now fallen to pieces.
Home at last!
She finds herself alone when he dies, and her only friends in the world are 4 characters who are doll heads that she puts on her fingers and she talks to.
If we're not back in now, they come after us. Eliza Rose, she has a very tough life, and she uses her imagination a lot to try to fix it. They'll sail away under the seas.
It's really about the resilience of a child and the imagination of a child, how you survive in bizarre circumstances. Yeah. One of the things we did do was accentuate it a little bit was the Alice in Wonderland quality, because I thought it would make it easier for the audience to understand where we're going. We're going into an Alice in a looking glass world in a sense. And so we pushed a little bit more those elements.
I think Mom will keep falling until she falls right through the earth.
I didn't really know what to expect, so it sort of is what I expected, because I was expecting a Terry Gilliam film, so I knew that it would be an altered reality. The story of a child in a fantasy world, which was, I knew could be in his hands, and his imagination could make pretty extraordinary film.
Terry's films always have that element. I mean, with this movie, I can't wait to sit in the back of the theater and watch the back of people's heads.
Terry just allows you to follow whatever impulse you might have.
You're the bad dog.
You're the
bad dog for looking.
He just likes to play. I mean, he's got the same spirit as me. He's got the same spirit as Joe Dell. I mean, he's relatable to every single person, not even just the cast, but the crew.
That's the mark of somebody who's got their technique so well and truly under their belt that they can actually be creative on their feet.
It's a very organic process. It's always been that way for me. I think in the end, I come out convinced that it's the same film I started out to make. It's probably changed quite a bit along the way.
Terry creates this wonderful tension between fantasy and reality.
It's not just a dream.
There's these 2 worlds in conflict is what I set out to do.
I think possibly one of the darkest films that he's done. The thing about Terry's films, they're always about extraordinary worlds, making them normal, or they're about normal worlds and making them extraordinary.
I think we're making a very unusual film, an extraordinary film, the likes of which hasn't been seen.
It's refreshing, it's just a refreshing kind of thing. I mean, I haven't seen anything like it.
I can't really think of anybody who approaches Terry. That's what makes him unique, is he's one of a kind, really.
I think the Terry Gilliam fans will love it, because I think it's Terry in its purest form.
I just think he's just wildly creative, and his enthusiasm is really infectious.
He's also one of those filmmakers that when they make a film, you can't wait to see it. And I know a lot of people who are like this. If Terry Gilliam's attached to it, it's almost like an event.
I just hope they come out saying, well, never saw one of these before. This is new.